Yeah, it's definitely an honor. I think having the respect and the trust of my teammates is a big thing for me. Something that I've really tried to work on over these last couple years. So to be named captain, I don't take it lightly. I know it's something that I'm gonna have to work on every single day. Just holding myself to a standard, and then doing that to the guys around me. But I'm thankful, and I'm ready to really just get to work.
I think we asked the same thing. How'd you find out?
Yeah, we voted on it, a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago now, and Coach McDermott called me up to his office and just told me that me and Josh were going to be named captains, and he just said he was proud of me and ready to see what I can do this year, and taking another step in really just my leadership.
There's some.
Yeah, it was awesome. I think the first thing I thought about was just thinking about my first day here, and how everything just seemed so fast, and I was just trying to figure out where to go, trying to be to meetings on time, and just living that life to where I'm at right now, and really just the growth and the journey that I've been on so far, and really just appreciating the good and the bad, and really looking forward to taking that next step and seeing where that takes me.
There's some natural leadership that comes with your position. Same with Josh too. But what are some extra steps that you do to make sure, I'm not just a leader by default. I'm doing things to really invest in my teammates.
Yeah, for sure. I think the main thing for me is just encouraging everybody around me, on and off the field, and then getting guys together, after practice, before practice, watching tape together, just making sure that we're seeing things the same way, that we're on the same page. I think that's a huge part of our success on defense is really the communication aspect, and making sure all 11 are working as one.
When Sean references you as a leader, other players talk about you as a leader, is that a natural thing for you? Do you feel like you've been that, or is that something you work on and learn and it comes out as you progress in your career?
I think a little bit of both. I think naturally playing the position that I play over time, you kind of develop some qualities, and then being surrounded by a bunch of great leaders all the way from junior high school, college, and then my last couple years here. I think you take pieces of people and where they succeeded and how they led, and you try to incorporate in your own style, and so I think, to answer your question, a little bit of both, honestly.
Captain during high school or college, and if so, what did you take from those experiences?
Yeah, high school and college I was. I think the main thing is really just building and gaining the trust of the guys around you, and being able to pour back into them. So whatever I can do to help the guys around me, that's my job, and that's what I'm going to try to do, as well as holding myself to a standard.
We've heard officially now that Bobby Babich is going to be calling the defense. What's that going to be like? I know you got to work with both him and Sean doing it during training camp, the preseason,
Yeah.
But what do you like about Bobby there?
Yeah, I think, Bobby, just his energy, we talk about it a lot, his energy on game day, every day really. And then, I've heard his voice for 2 years now, just in the linebacker room. So having it in my helmet doesn't really seem new to me. We worked all spring, all training camp, and all preseason. So I'm excited for both of us to get the opportunity, to go to work together.
On a personal level, how happy are you for him?
I'm really happy for him. He works so hard and put so much time in, and just his progression of where he started to where he's at right now, just as the DC, it's been amazing to see. He's one of the guys that you want to play for, and you want to go out there and do the things right, and execute for him. So all of us feel that way, and we're excited for him.
Last year, you first year as a starter at linebacker. This year, you're going to have a guy next to you who's in the same situation. What advice or guidance would you give him based on your own experience and success in your career?
Yeah, me and Dorian work pretty close together every single day. I think, the things that I've been, trying to tell him is just to maximize his preparation. So, whenever we're out there, he's already played the game in his mind a couple times, and he knows what's coming. We're working together, we're on the same page, and we're really seeing things the exact same way. And we're spending, like I said earlier, we're spending a lot of time together right now, post practice, even on the sidelines during practice, talking about how we see things, how we're going to play it, and the communication that we're going to have. So that's the biggest thing I can give him, is really just play the game in your mind before it happens.
there's a lot of, obviously Damar gets a lot of attention for things, but he did start 13 games a couple of years ago.
Yep.
You need the guys you trust and they trust you. From a football perspective, what has he done? What makes him that Sean has the confidence in Bobby to put him out there as the starter right now to start the year?
Yeah, I think you hit on it. He's done it before. He's done it at a high level. And I think, just his confidence within the scheme, within the defense, his physicality, and, just his mentality going into practice, into games. He's a very smart football player. And, we all trust him and he trusts us. And, I think having that communication daily and, spending time watching tape together, it ends up becoming second nature. And so when we're out there, we're flowing, we're playing, and all of our communication is solid and crisp. And I think once you get to that level, you're kind of out there just playing.
How do you
What's
feel
it?
with not having Jordan back there? I know you've been asked about that, but here we are on the verge of it. Knowing that you had that backstop behind you of knowledge, all the institutional knowledge of defense. Now here you are, you get ready to go in. It's just the general feel of this defense with two new guys behind you.
Yeah, I think we're really confident in T-Rapp and D-Ham right now. You hit on it. We had two guys here that were, here for 8 years together or whatever it was, and, they played at a really high level. But me personally, I've worked with D-Ham my rookie year pretty much all year. Me and T-Rapp last year worked together a lot. So the communication and, the experience is there. And I think from me to them and from them to me, I think we've all worked together. So we're excited to go out there and play. We spent a lot of time in OTAs, a lot of time this preseason, and then all the way through training camp, building that relationship, that bond. And, we're excited to go out there and play together.
What's it like for you and the rest of the defense getting ready for Kyler Murray?
Yeah, he's explosive. I think they do a really good job running the ball, physical run game. And then, when they want to throw the ball, he can take shots deep. He knows coverages and can read coverages well. And, he's got a strong arm, and then obviously his scrambling ability. Everybody knows how well he can run with the ball. So, we're going to have to be, really, really sound in our rush lanes and affecting him in the pocket and trying to keep him in the pocket. And then, when he gets out, having all 11 guys get to the ball.